This is not the member, the member of the truss. If the force is going that way, towards the joints, okay? This is a compressive force. Why compressive? Because the member has to exert a force on that direction, meaning that it experiences a force, compressing it. That's why it has to exert a force on the pane, right? Okay, so this is now compressive. Okay, if it's going this way, meaning that this member is experiencing a force going pana. So it must counter that by applying a force here. So meaning, if you see a force on this one, away from the joints of the member, two edges of the member, from the joints, going to the center, going to the center of the member, this is now tensile. This is compression, this is tension. Okay? Let's solve this cantilever truss. This is very simple. You can see this as an introduction to cantilever trusses. Okay? And here it's a pin joint, and this one is a roller. Okay, now there's an applied force here of 120 or 100 newtons. Now, without solving it, can we predict the forces on each member by okay? Well, you can actually do that, okay, by using our intuition. If you're going to apply a force here, this will cause this one to be detached, right? So the surface has to exert a force on this one, meaning that this is now, okay, let's name this as label as point A, B, and C, meaning that this is now our AX. It will create an AX force. Okay, in order for this to continue, in order for the truss not to be detached from the wall, right? And of course, there will be AY. Let's assume AY. AY could be going down or could be going up. Okay? This means now that AC will experience this force right here. Right? Because there's no other way to balance this by this, because this is purely vertical. And the only force that can balance this is through AC, member AC. This means now that this AC, we predict AC as experiencing a tensile force. Well, it should. Because here, you are pulling it, right? Okay, there's a force preventing it from moving, and then the force pulling it dire. So, expected nga tensile force, right? So, right here is a tensile force. Now, how about this one here? Iana ni mo ni siya, this will cause more force on this one. So meaning expected that reaction force at B is going this way. Okay? Because if there's no force going on this to the right, unsay mo ani mo sulod na siya dito, right? It will break the wall. So the wall has to exert a force on the side here. Okay? And since B is a roller, it cannot. Okay, there's no reaction force on the Y component here, the vertical. Okay? So, if this is now the case, then it must be that this one must, kung tanaw na nimo na siya dire, right? In order to equate the X component of this one, this must have an X component padulong dito. Right? So, therefore, regardless of, we know that to counter this force, this one, this must have a force going on that direction. Now, regardless, it's going, if this one here goes up or goes down, we know that, automatically we know that the force right here is, okay, meaning that BC is compression, right? This is compression. Okay, we have predicted it to be a compressive force. Okay? And because, yeah, it's understood, right? Because pag iana nimo siya dito, samot sa gina. Right? You're actually pressing it. While this one is pulling it away. Okay? Now, this one, how about the force right here? Well, we would know that later. Okay? Now, well, the force right here can be, pwede ni siya paana dire, but since paana ni siya dire, okay, it's going there, the force here must be that way. Right? Why? Because we know that this is going down. Okay? So that the y component of this one is going on the negative, right? So walay the only way that the negative y can be restored is through a positive y here. This is the only, okay, the only force that can, pwede niya bawion. Automatically, we can actually say here that AC, there's no x, right? Must be equal to, in magnitude, okay, must be equal to BCY and negative of each other. They must be opposing with each other, right? We are predicting this. We are not solving it yet. Okay, we're just using our intuition. Because in order, mo nigingon nga, unahon yung intuition, ayaw mo gamit og formula. Okay? Do not let the formula do the thinking for you. You have to do the thinking. Because especially kani mga problem ani wala siya mga basic na formula. The formula is very basic. Okay? Okay, again, since it was turned off, balik ko na ako gamay. Let's now use the global equilibrium, no? Okay, to solve for this support forces. Let's say summation of forces along y. Again, if you use the summation of forces, I mean, if you're solving for the global equilibrium, do not use, do not include forces on the members, on each member. Only the actual forces. And what are the actual forces? Okay? The applied force and the constrained force, or we call that the reaction forces. Okay? So, anyway, so what are the forces along y? We have, of course, negative 100 newtons and A plus AY. Let's assume AY is going that way. And is there any other force along y? B could not create a force on y, right? Because this is a roller here. So this is 0. Automatically, we have solved AY, right? AY equals 100 newtons. Now, is it? Yeah, 100 newtons. And it's going up. Okay? It's going up. So, please listen. Okay? It's going up. So, meaning that the reaction force here is going something like here, no? Mo ni ang reaction force right here. Okay? So, it's 100 Newton. How about AX? Well, we can solve AX by taking summation of forces along X. But if you use summation of force along X, you don't get anything. Because this has no force along X, and what you would get here is that AX equals B. But still, both are unknown, right? We don't even know the angle of this one here. So, what we can use is the summation of moment at B to eliminate this one here. Because this will not create a moment at B, because it's siya gaak, right? So, what are the forces? Now, AY will not create a moment at B, because it's just along the lever arm, right? AY. What would create a moment is AX. Okay? And it's perpendicular, so just meaning that it's just equal to, it creates a counterclockwise. So this is positive. AX times what's the lever arm? Again, I think, yeah, this let's use this as 3, 4, and 5. Okay? 3 squared plus 4 squared is 25, right? That's why you have 5 this one. AX times 3 plus this one will create a force. But you have to know this angle right here. What's the lever arm? 5. So meaning this is now C, the applied force at C, let's just call it C, which is 100 newtons. 100 newtons, and this is will create a counterclockwise torque, right? Counterclockwise moment. Times, okay, sine of the angle between the lever arm and that. So what is this angle right here? Well, okay, this angle right here is just tangent of this. Let's call this theta. So tangent of theta is just equal to opposite, so 4 over 3. Okay, from here, what is our theta? Okay, so since naputol. Okay, now here, tangent, this is pila. 53.1. Okay, 1? Okay, degrees. So we have now that angle. So this, the sine of this, right? Okay, so this is now sine of 53.1 times what is the lever arm? 5. Okay, so what is this one? And this is equal to 0. So 100 times sine 53.5 times 5. You now have 3AX equals pila. Pila? Ha? 100 times sine 53.1 times 5. 39. Pila? 400 sakto? 400? So 400 na siya, no? So AX now would be equal to 400 over 3, right? Pila ng 400 over 3? 33.3 newtons. That would, and we get a positive. That's why we confirm this one, right? Okay, so atong prediction was correct. Okay, we already have AX. How about B? Well, B is just equal to AX, right? There's no other force that can, actual force that can stop AX. So, summation of forces along X, you have now minus AX, okay, plus B equals 0. From here, B is just equal to, and meaning we get a positive, that means our assumption for B is correct, right? Pagbalingin mo dito, ma-positive man siya, right? So, B now is just equal to 133.33 newtons. Okay? So, okay. Meaning our assumption is correct. Now, how about now the two forces on each one? Well, it's easy. We can start with this one here. Okay? Let's solve this one right here. The method of joint. You have B here, and going there is atong prediction. Is what we call is AC. AB, and going pani is BC, right? And going this way is B. Okay? We already know B. Automatically, BC must be equal to B. Why? There's no other force that BCX must be equal to B, right? Because AB could not provide that force to counter B. Only BC and BC's X must be equal to B, right? Automatically, we know now BCX to be equal to 133.3 newtons. Okay? Now, we know this angle. What is this angle? Well, it's this angle. That is just that angle, and that's just 90 minus this pila. 30, ilan na siya? 36.9? Tama? This angle right here is 36.9. Okay? So that, and this is equal to, BCX is just equal to BC cosine of 36.9, or just, we'll just use ano, sine of 53.1, right? Cosine of 630, we'll just use this angle here. Okay, kuhan man ni siya. Okay? So this will be sine of this angle. Okay? So that means now that BC would be equal to 133.33 over sine of 53.1. Pila? Ha? 166.67. Or let's just use 7, no? Newtons. That would be our BC. And again, we get a positive, well, yeah, not yet. We get a positive BCX. That's why this is also positive, right? How about our BCY? Well, we can now calculate our BCY. Okay, we can now calculate BCY, right? BCY must just be equal to what? BCY is BC, this is BCY, cosine of this, right? So this is just BC cosine of 53.1 degrees. And this is, ay, 100.1. This is not actually 100. You can say that this is 100. It should be 100. Cosine 53.13. I-try good ninyo. 166.66667 times cosine of 53.13. 100, right? So BCY is 100 newtons. And it should be. Nganong, okay, it should be. BCY is 100 newtons. But which direction? Well, we know that BCY is going, okay? No, mali. Dahil nino, itong assumption gida ay kay, this was our assumption, right? This was our BC. Okay, from this one. Ay, asa bata? Ay, napamanday ta diri di ay. Sa muka eh. Okay. So, it will follow that AB, okay? Yeah, AB, and this must be equal to AB, right? In magnitude. But opposite in direction. Because BCY is going this way, and AB is going that way. Okay? Sabtan ninyo? So, this must be equal to AB. So, we have now solved this one here. This is 100 newtons. Tensile force. How about this force right here? Well, let's solve force AC. We can solve force AC using this one here or right here. Diba? So, pwede na, dire na lang ta. No, let's just solve AC using this one here. Unsay naa dire? Okay, you have here, you have a force AX going this way, AX, and an AY going up, right? And this is, naakay diri nga 100. Naakay, pilagan ining AX gani? 133.3, right? Pila ang AY? AY is 100, right? Of course, it must be 100. So this must be 133.3. Right? This must be 133.3. So this must be 133.3 in this direction, right? So, yes, this is now 133.3 newtons. And, okay. Even though pag dili na niyo gi-solve, okay, let's assume dili na to i-solve, no? Let's solve it in this, in this diagram right here. Ana, okay. You have 100. We already have BC. What is BC? BC, CB is the opposite of BC, right? BC is going there, meaning that it's going up. So, meaning this one is going up. BC is going that way. And since AC is going this way, this must be going out. Okay, this is 100, right? Sa ato pa, this must also be 100. Right? Of course, yeah, BCY is 100. Okay? Now, what is BCX? We know that BCX must be equal to, BCX must be equal to this force right here. That force is AC. What is AC? What is BCX? Yeah, 133. Right? You get the same. So, since this is 133, therefore, this one must also be 133 newtons. That one. So, we have solved it. Okay, nasabtan? Latong gani atong gigamit. Let's just use 3 meters each. Okay, we have here an equilateral. All of these triangles are equilateral triangles. And we have right here as each side is 3, meaning that each of this angle is 60 degrees. Okay, we want to calculate, the force on this one right here. So let's label this point as A. Let this be our point B, C, D, E. That means if we want this only, we are interested only in that member, okay, then we only, we only want find dB and tell whether it's compressive or tensile, or is it under compression or under tension. Okay, so well, we can go directly into that, but let's just solve. In order to para maabot ta diri, we can start on the edges, right? You can start anywhere here. Okay, but let's start here. Let's assume the forces at A. Okay, let's assume a force, a reaction force on this one, no? Adding aside. So this is AX, this is AY. Oh, by the way, can we predict this motion in the support? Let's just predict this one. I mean, yeah, let's just use our intuition to predict it. If we are going to pull it one dire, this will be going to be a pivot point, right? So meaning, musaka na siya dito. In order for that not to be removed, to be detached from the floor or from the ground, meaning that AY must be this one. Okay? AY must be this one. And since it's about to rotate that way, there's a force nga somehow gapaan ni dire. We are expecting an AX to be that way. Now, of course, pag aniho na nimo siya dire, mo detach dito, this one will create a more force nga mas mo ano siya dire, no, it becomes heavier. Okay? It becomes heavier, so it must be ana. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is our assumption. Okay, for the sake of we will start with this one here. Now, let's find AX by taking the pivot point at B. Okay, now is there a force AX? Is there a force AX? Well, we don't have, all our actual forces have no X components, right? From here, okay, summation of forces along X. What are the forces along X? Is there any other force? You have negative AX. Wala na, right? So, this is equal to 0. So, AX equals 0. How about AY? Okay. Now, if we use summation of forces along Y, going down, so minus, this is equal to minus AY plus B minus 10 kilonewton equals 0. Here, it does not solve our problem. We still have one unknown. But we still have another equation. Unsa nga equation? Summation of moment. Okay? Summation of moment at summation of moment at B. Let's take the moment at B to eliminate B. From here, AY, what force, what torque will AI generate? It's rotation, possible rotation. It's counterclockwise, so it's positive. So AY times, what's the lever arm? 3. Okay? And then this will create a negative, right? So minus 10, okay, it's perpendicular already, so times 3 equals 0. So sa ato pa, AY is just equal to 10. It's positive, meaning that this is the correct, okay? So tanggalon na nato ni siya, no? Okay? That is now the correct direction. Okay? From here, we can now solve B. Okay, what is B? B is just equal to, you move it there, plus of, it's positive, 20 kilonewtons. Okay? B. Sabtan niya siya? 20 kilonewtons. Well, why is it twice it's twice 10 kilonewton. Nag-apply ra ka dito, but it becomes twice. Why is it? Well, it's because of it has to compensate the force, the reaction force here. Okay, mo nang naimo siyang twice. Okay? If you put a weighing scale dira, that weighing scale will measure 20, twice of this one. Okay? It's because it's compensating on the reaction force drip in order to prevent the truss from rotating due to the 10 kilonewton applied at C. Okay? Now, we can now proceed this one dire. Okay? Let's solve this one right here, and that one will give us this. We know now that AY is going, this is AY, right? Or that is just A. Okay? How about, okay, let's assume AD as this. This is AD, assume AD, and let's assume BC, AB. We know that this is 60 degrees, right? Okay. From here, automatically we can calculate ADY. AB has no Y. Only AD. Okay, so summation of forces along Y, we have ADY minus AY equals 0. What is AY? It was positive, right? So ADY now is equal to 10 kilonewtons. We now have ADY. Okay? 10 kilonewtons. Can we solve now for AD? Yes, we have an angle. We know this angle, right? How do we solve for AD? Well, we know that this is equal to AD sine of 60 degrees, right? Is it correct? Yeah. Sine of 60. So that AD, from here, AD now would be equal to 10 over sine of 60. This is, sine of 60 is square root of 3 over 2. So this is now 20 over square root of 3. Ano ganyan? Sakto? Okay. And we now know AD. We can actually calculate. Okay, is it go? Yeah, and this is, it's positive. Yeah, it's going that way. Wait lang. Okay. Yeah, okay. We have a positive, okay, why I am sure that it's going this way? we have a positive ADY. Okay? Meaning that AD could either be here or there. But of course, we know that AD, this is a force on the member. It must be along the member. So, wala na ni siya. It must be that this one here. Sa ato pa, BAB now would be equal to this. AB. A-boy. Okay? A-boy. And of course, we now know that this is equal to, this is, unsa ni siya karon? This is compression, right? This one right here is in compression. How about AD? AD is going that way. Sa ato pa, DA is going the other way. This is what? This is in tension. Okay? Well, we can solve for A-boy, AB. AB is just equal to ADX, right? AB is just equal to ADX. A dog X. A-boy is just equal to A dog. Whatever this one X should be equal to this one, right? A dog X. But we don't need AB. What we need is kanilang mano. We are interested with that one. So let's proceed here. We already have that. Okay? So, okay, let's solve that one right here. And we have a force. We are now certain of this one. This is correct. Yeah, we are now sure of this. And we have another force here. This is an assumption. Unta lain tag color, no? Para lahi ang color assumption. But anyway, this is correct now. This one is an assumption. And of course, this is another assumption. I'll just dash the assumed. Meaning that these two are assumed. Okay? Automatically, DE, this is DE and B. Automatically, DE has no Y, so DE has only X. And DB now, DB, whatever DB is, the Y component, okay? The Y component of AD, A dog, must be the same as the Y component of AD. In fact, it is symmetric right here. Whether it's symmetric or not, since this one has no Y, the Y component here must be countered by only this vector can counter the Y component of this vector right here. Okay? So sa metabuan eh. That means that AD cannot be on this side. Why? AD cannot be, this is a wrong direction. Why is it? This is not correct. I'm not solving it, but if I'm solving it, I'm going to get a negative. Okay, well, let's try solving it. Summation of forces along Y. What are the forces along Y? You have minus ADY, okay, minus BDY equals 0, and you get a negative, right? BD is negative, BDY is negative of ADY. But without this, I can say that this is not the correct direction. Why? Because it's going down, therefore this must be going up. This is not the correct no. Well, it's either kani or kana, right? Either of the two. It must have a Y on the up, going up. Either of the two. But of course, we know that this is our member. So it must be this. It cannot be on this side here, right here. It must be that kani. So therefore, AD must be kana. DB, DI. So DB is going there and is going right here. So unsa ni siya? This is compression, right? DB is undergoing compression. But what is that force? Well, automatically we can solve that. We know DBY, right? DBY is just equal to ADY, which is, let's just take the magnitude. This is now 10 kilonewton. No, 20 over square root of 3 kilonewtons. Okay? Unsa may kuan karon? This is equal to dB. What's this? Okay. This angle is 30, right? So it must be cosine of 30, tama? Cosine of 30 degrees, which is square root of 3 over... no. Yeah. dBy is dB cosine of 30 degrees. Times sa sine of 60. Yeah, sine of 60 is square root of 3. What is cosine of 30? Square root of 3 over 2. So that dB now must be equal to, this is square root of 3 over 2. So this is 40 over 3. Sakto ba? Okay? 40 over 3. So this is, and this is in compression. Okay? Sabtan ninyo? Zero members. Unsa ning mga zero members? Because there might be some zero members. For example, we have this truss right here. What is a zero member? A zero member means that this is a member which carries a zero force. That means that it is not being compressed nor it's being stretched. Okay? So in this case, suppose that, okay, this is our support, and there's a wheel right here, and suppose that this is the force right here, or bisandere. No? Let's take a force on that applied force right here. Okay, applied. Now, there are zero members right here. For example, if you have this one, a portion of the truss, okay, this member right here will either have paana or paana, right? Let's just assume that it's going that way. And here, it's going this way. Now, it is equilibrium along X dire. Ani ha? This one will create a force that has a Y direction. Okay, please listen. Okay, mag-quiz na lang taron kadali, no? Naano tong naminaw bagid mo. Okay? It has a Y direction. Meaning, this is the Y, no? Atong itilted, the Y direction. It has a direction on this one. Now, the direction, the Y component of this one cannot be accommodated or cannot be countered by either of the two forces right here, right? Kasabtan niyo? If this one here, it acts on, there's a member right here. Now, okay, you have two trusses going that way and going this way. So, morning pin. We know that, okay, if you apply a force right there, na ay dapat mo counter sa ilaha, okay, one of this, or maybe both of this, should be able to compromise, or, to cater the effect of the Y component. What is that Y component? The normal component to that one right there. Okay, this one, this force right here as a component on this side, right? And this component, ani, must be countered by either of the two or both of them. The problem is, this two here has no perpendicular components. Sabtan ninyo? Therefore, these two cannot counter the Y of this, the perpendicular component of this force right here. So the only way for that, for our system to be zero, static, is that this must be zero. Because if this is non-zero, our sum of forces here cannot be zero. In fact, okay, the only way for this to be balanced is that for this to be zero, meaning that this is the only force right here. So, pausa na ito naman, what is a zero member? Whenever there are, like, these two forces are what we call dependent vectors. Meaning, kaning a vector is just this vector multiplied by a negative number, right? It reverses in direction. Okay? Or if the third vector, if you have two collinear vector and you have three vectors, only three vectors, and the two other members are collinear, then the third one is a zero member. It cannot bear a load. It cannot be, kaya nga naman, if it's applying a force here, right here sa mahitabo, it will not be in equilibrium. Nga ganito, because this one has a y component, a perpendicular component. And this component of force on this axis right here cannot be compensated. Okay? Cannot be compensated by because these two forces has no y component, has no perpendicular component, right? So, di niya maano. So, tanaw nato na sa dire, asa ang mga naay collinear members nga tulo lang. Well, this one is that. This is collinear. Sa ato pa, it follows that this is a zero member. So, you can remove that one. Automatically, murag, it's just the same as this. But here again, when you remove it, automatically this becomes a zero member, right? Okay? Because finding a zero member will simplify the problem a lot. Okay? Because sometimes, bilin yung complicated, pero dili ay. So meaning, this is also a zero member, right? When this is zero, it cannot bear a load. This also, murag, as if, mauraning tulo, right? Although in reality, naato siya dire, but again, we remove that because it's a zero member. Wala siya pulos. It does not bear any force. So meaning this is a zero member, so we remove this one. And once we remove this, usay mahitabo. This is also another zero member. And this is another zero. And mahimo na po din siyang zero, right? Okay, but this one, dili na. But, same argument dire, so wala gyapon ni siya, and this, and that again becomes, and this, and that, pag-abot ana, okay, this is collinear, so this means this is a zero member. So this is just equivalent to that truss right there. All the rest, even if you solve all this one here, they are zero. Okay? But, okay, it will change if we change the scenario. Okay, balik nato nino. Suppose that we apply a force here. This is now diri nato gi-apply. Remember that we could not apply a force anywhere here because this is a truss. It's not a frame. Okay, forces must be applied only at the joints. Okay. Well, zero member ni, 0, 0, 0. But then, okay. This will create a zero member, right? But then, this is no longer zero right here. Why? Because, dili na siya tulo ka forces. Pila na siya, upat na, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, this is no longer 0. So, hindi na siya 0, hindi na siya matanggal, dili na siya 0. But this one is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And that one is not, this one right here is not 0. Right? So, here, this truss is now this. Masabtan? Okay? Okay? Okay, how about, okay, balik ko na po nato, no? Okay, how about we apply the force here instead? Right there. Okay, we know that this is not 0, but this is 0, 0, 0. Okay. This is 0. But this is not 0, right? It cannot be 0. Kay upat man kabuok. No? It cannot be a 0 member. Therefore, you cannot remove this one. So here may not be a 0 member, right? Because there are 4 again. So di ni siya matanggal. Okay? But this one, you can remove this one here. Kana. Up to dira. But how about this one? Yes, this can stand. Have you... Ano yung difference? Okay? I cannot... Okay, balik na to ah. Okay. Since this is not a 0 member, so I cannot remove this. And since there are 4 here, so this cannot be a 0 member also. Okay? Because naiupat dire. Pag abot dire karon na ay upat. So it cannot be a 0 member, right? Pag abot dito, dire. Hanto pag abot nimo dire, the problem is pag abot nimo dire, automatically ma-remove na siya. Pabalik na po ka dito, boss, cascade na po, right? So dahan-dahan na po. Because, yeah, this may not be a 0 member, pero pag abot dire, this is a 0 member, right? Pag remove dire mo dire, mo cascade na po siya tanan dire, right? And here, so, depending on that, okay, naara dira ang sa 0 member. Okay, meaning that these are the only trusses that will that will count. Okay? Sabtan ninyo? How about, okay, balik ko na to. How about the forces? There's a force here. Okay, what are the 0 members? And there's a force right here. Okay, we know that this is a 0 member, right? 0, we can remove this one. And again, this is a 0 member. Pag abot dito, yes, this becomes a 0 member right here. But this one is already 4. So, dili siya 0 member. And so, okay, start na punta dire. You start with the 0 member. Take, okay, and then this becomes 0 member. But this one is not. And yeah. So, there's already 4 here. There's already 4. Here, it's more than 4. It's 5. Okay? Okay? What if wala ni siya? No, upat gyapon ni siya, right? If wala ni siya, if the force right here is not present, okay? You cannot take this one. Upat man gyapon siya, right? Dire magsugod. And automatically, this one has 4, so it may not be a 0 member, right? It may not be a 0 member, okay, may not be, and so on. Right here, it's there already 4. So these are the simplified version. Okay? But how about if instead, mauni ang the force is right here? If instead the force is right here, this is a 0 member, this is a 0 member, this one is a 0 member, right? But this one may not be a 0 member. And of course, okay. Okay, so in the exam, I'll be asking you to simplify trusses by finding 0 members also. And you need to do that because whenever the truss becomes complicated, ang inyong uno pangitaan sa itong mga possible 0 members in order to simplify the problem. Okay, because as you can see, the more nga magkadaghan og joints, the more nga daghan kayo og isolve. Okay, so for our last example, so man, What if? Kani dire? Dire? Di na siya ma-zero. Non-collinear man eh. Okay? Non-collinear. I mean, yeah. Di na siya ma-zero. Okay? But maybe you're asking if ani lang, no? Isapol na kay ani. Parag ana. Then you're applying a force right here. Na kay ana dito, walay support diha. No support right here. So what do you think? This would become actually as a useless one. Because right here, these two forces cannot, two non-collinear forces cannot, actually, tungod na sa linear independence of vectors, but will not go advance. But there are two forces only here. So the supports are right here, right? But I will tell you that both of these are zero members. Unexpected because wala na siya load dira. Automatically, you can detach that one and you can detach this one right here. Only, naara dire. Right? And automatically, kung tanawon ninyo, butangan na lang siya class dira, no? Ana. Okay? So, okay, mo ito yung question. Balik ko na ko ha. Suppose that you have something like this. Okay, the support right here. No? And then the applied force is right here. Now, at this point here, you have two possible forces, right? Going that way. Two non-collinear forces cannot add up to zero unless both of them are zero. Okay, because the two vectors will be what we call linearly independent. Okay, meaning if you cannot add two non-collinear vectors and then you get a zero. It's impossible unless the vectors themselves are zero. So, ibig sabihin, this must be a zero member. So, kanina lang siya dire. And this must be a zero member. So, meaning that is just equivalent to that one right there. Okay? But how about this one dire? Wala gihapon, di ba? Okay, mura gihapon istorya. Unless lang nakakay-support dire. So, it cannot bear a load and wala na siya. Wala gihapon eh. So, mo ni. Okay? Okay? So, yeah, thank you for that question.